Hey guys, it's NRL X here back today with a live preview. This is the New Zealand Warriors and the West Tigers. This game kicks off on Friday night, and joining me tonight to do this Chad Hawkins Warriors is Hold the Ball, actually a new YouTuber to the he's a big Warriors fan as well. So why don't you introduce yourself and where can people find you, and how long you been a Warriors fan for?
Yeah, thank you again for this opportunity. So, yes, I'm Hold the Ball, HTB. I've been on YouTube sort of probably for the last maybe fortnight or so, probably last month. I enjoyed sort of just delivering content, Warriors mainly, but also different other stuff. I'm a fan of the NARL and CRL, so the American Rugby League stuff as well. And I've been a Warriors fan since I was a kid, basically. As long as I can remember, it's always been the Warriors through the thick and thin. Obviously more downs than ups, but that's the way it goes at the moment. So, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's good to hear. You did say a bit of rugby, so you know a bit about that as well, do you?
Yes, yep. Yeah, dude, definitely interested. Yep.
Yeah, so that's actually, it's good to hear that someone's got a bit of another interest around different countries in rugby league, and that's great to hear. So I'm going to get into the preview and the team list. I've been named this afternoon, actually, so I'm going to go through both team lists. Now I'm going to go through the Warriors lineup first, and Hold the Ball is going to go through the West Tigers lineup, actually. So to get into it now, the West Warriors name their team, and their lineup is fullback Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. Now on the wings this week is Marcelo Montoya. He's into the lineup. In the centre is Adam Pom and Ewan Aiken. And on the other wing is Ken Mamalo. Now the half Nick now Harris Tavita. At prop is Jermaine Tanoa-Brown, and at hooker is Wade Egan. And at prop, in the other prop position is Kane Evans. Now in the second row, joining in the second row this week is Jack Murchie with Ben Murdoch-Basila, and the lock is Tohu Harris. So onto the bench is Jazz Tavanga, Lisa Armel, Bunfower, and the 17 is, surprise, it's still Reece Walsh on the bench. Now going into the reserves is Eliza Katoa, Taniala Otakalo, is it? I can't pronounce that wrong. Edward Rosie and Sean O'Sullivan's 22. So that is the Warriors lineup. Now, what is the West Tigers lineup?
Yep. So the West Tigers, we have at fullback, that's Dane Laurie. And at the wings, we have David Nofoaluma and Tommy Talau. And then the centers, we have Adam Dewey and Joseph Leilua. In the halves, we have Moses Mabye and Luke Brooks. And at the props, we have James Tamo and Alex Twal. And at the hooker, we have Jacob Little. Second rows, Luke Garner, Luciano Leilua. And at the lock is Joe Ofahengawe. For the bench, we have Jock Madden, Sean Bloor, Alex Seafarth, and Thomas Mikaele. And at the reserves, we have Michael Cheekham, Simpkin, Jake Simpkin, Stefano Utoikamanu, and Tom Amone.
Yeah, well, looking at the Warriors lineup now, Hold the Ball and myself can thoughts on both lineups. So first going to you, Hold the Ball. What are your thoughts on the Warriors lineup first?
Look, with the Warriors lineup, I mean, look, I get it. Obviously, in context, there's a lot of these injuries we've got to look at. It's almost an unchanged lineup from last week, bar Montoya as well as Murchie making lineups and Serena not playing. Look, again, it's probably our favorite player, Mr. Reece Walsh, at the in the bench that I'm probably most concerned about. Thought he would have made the halves. At the same time, it's sort of a funny one. I can sort of see why he's not starting, but I probably really want him to start. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, look, it's probably the best lineup we have. Considering it's good, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So my thoughts on the Warriors lineup now. I'm going to get really annoyed here. I am going to get annoyed here, and the reason why I'm annoyed is the obvious. Reece Walsh is not starting this week, and I've said it. I've said in my videos recently that Reece Walsh, he has to start, and I said in my review the other day. I did a video of the game. I went up there on the weekend on Sunday, which was a great time. And no, we didn't get the result, but go up there, and I also met up with a few Warriors supporters, and I got a picture with Mark Tukey, which was pretty awesome. That I got a picture with former Warrior Mark Tukey. But like I said, Reece Walsh, when he came on, he just made a difference straight away. He changed the way we played, and we were down 28 points, 18. We still had a chance to make a game out of it. Parramatta were the team overall, but Reece Walsh, he scored a try. He scored a try again, and he did that previous week. He came on and scored a try, and it looked like it was going to change the game for us. But I'm not sure what Nathan Brown's thinking. He's on the bench. We're just going to have to see what happens at the end of the day. And I know a lot of fans, are pissed off about this, so that Reece Walsh is not, which is understandable, and myself is included. But it'll be interesting to see what position he plays. Whether how they're going to use him. How's Nathan Brown going to use him this week? Because if we're chasing any points early on, it's going to be a tall order for Reece Walsh to come in and make a difference straight away. Because I don't think this is going to be very high scoring. I just don't. I think the Tigers, they're both capable of conceding a lot of points, both teams. So yeah, my thoughts on Reece Walsh. I hope they use him properly this week. I really do. Overall, I thought the overall team, it's not a bad team. It's not terrible at all. I'm not saying it's a terrible team. It's not a bad lineup. Now, I don't know Kane Evans at proper. I haven't been convinced by Kane Evans, to be honest. Not convinced by him at all. Murphy's pretty decent player, but besides that, Ben Murdoch-Masila, what can you say? Ben Murdoch-Masila, he's a good player, and probably one of our signs for the Warriors. Ben, got to argue that he's been our best player. So overall Warriors lineup is Reece Walsh inclusion on the bench, which I thought he should be starting. What do I know? I'm just a fan giving my opinion. Nathan Brown's a coach. He knows me. So that's my thoughts on the Warriors.
Probably just to quickly add on to that as well. Look, my main concern, and I guess it's been evident in 2 games, is our defense. It hasn't been up to scratch. I mean, I definitely am a fan of Walsh playing, and I do want him to play. I think that will help us, but I'm just, again, our defense, that first half against the Parramatta Eels where they absolutely just ambushed us, it was, and you were at the game, so you'd have seen it live. It would have been frustrating. But again, like, I just want to see some sort of defensive grit, and I'm hoping that the boys can deliver that,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I said it a lot in my videos recently about how our defense has been very, very ordinary, and I said it a lot. Even when we beat the boys. I mean, we were lucky to win that game because we had a big lead in the second half. We almost let the Cowboys steal that result off us, and we were very fortunate there. And we conceded a lot of points against Manly. I mean, we scored 32 points, and they scored 38 odd points. But that's not good enough. You have to improve your defense. If you want a top 8 team, if you want to be a finals team, that's the way it goes. Yeah, there's a comment here. Stuff says, "Hey guys, big fans of both of you. Keep up the great content."
Cheers, thank you. Cheers.
Yeah. So it's interesting. Defensively, like you said, and I've said it quite a lot of times. Defensively is a bit of a problem, and we need to sort that one out very, very, very quickly. And I think this game is a must-win game this week. This week, must-win game on Friday night. It's a huge game. We need to win this.
Absolutely. My thoughts on this, and this is probably coming off a bit too strong for what I think, but if we don't beat the Tigers, I think we may as well.
Yep.
That's what I think. That's just my own. I know it's still probably a few more games to go, but the Tigers outfit, we're 10th, they're 13th. Logically, we should win this game. So, we got to. There's almost no questions asked. If we don't win this game, then forget it. That's what I think.
Yeah, there's a question here. Please stop interrupting. Sheldon asked, think about Walsh in the halves, either Nicker or CHT off the bench, rotate Walsh with Roger at fullback whilst in defence, and play him in half attack.
Yeah, that's a good point there. Please stop interrupting, Sheldon. As we notice as well, when Walsh comes in, Roger Pasashek is moving all over the place, and I don't know how to feel about that. You put him in wing, and then he's playing sort of 5'8", then he's playing this, and he's playing that, and I just don't think there's some stability there, and that to me is sort of an issue that I guess us as the Warriors sort of face. That's what I think, anyways. I'm not really too keen on Roger shifting here and there. What are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, I mean, look, there's people saying, should Roger go to the wing? I mean, Roger's best position is fullback. I mean, if you're not playing him at fullback, why bother? I like to see Reece Walsh start, and it's 50-50 sort of thing. I'm not sure, what you do there. I mean, I want to see Reece Walsh start, but Roger to sixth best position is fullback. He's just not. He's not there.
No.
And played in his career, but stays behind. He's a fullback.
Yeah. Yeah. And sort of like that controversy surrounding sort of CHT and sort of how some people want him out and want Walsh in front of him. I can see why CHT does start, though. I think he's defensively a good player. I think on offense, my personal opinion, I don't think he offers too much on the offensive side. Not compared to what Walsh can produce, and not compared to where Walsh is teaming with Nikorima, in my opinion.
Yeah, I know a lot of people. I've seen some comments, recently on social media. I'm not going to name names, but I think CHG's only just come back into lineup recently. I think some of the criticisms a bit. In my opinion, I think he's only been back for a few weeks now. I think it is a few weeks. I mean, you put him back into the lineup. I know Nathan Brown. I think Nathan too early. I think they should have played him in the Queensland Cup for the Redcliffe Dolphins there down in Redcliffe. Redcliffe, as you guys know, they're associated with the Warriors. So he should have been playing it at the Redcliffe Dolphins first before being rushed in my opinion, too. Because, when they named him straight away, why are they dropping Walsh straight away? Why rush CHG back into the lineup? Just give him time and then bring him back in. That's what I see it.
Yeah, exactly. And just a quick question for you from myself. So you in real life, what was it like watching Walsh around? What was it like?
It was incredible. I mean, you got to say that the atmospheres, it was amazing. What the fans and the footy, there's fans, not just, Warriors fans. There was jerseys on. You got South fans, Brisbane fans. You had fans everywhere. It was an incredible experience. Great day out. Despite the result in the end, it was a great to be there. And I was in the Warriors supporters bay. There's a bay for Warriors supporters. Great. There's a lot of Warriors supporters there at the game. It was great. It was awesome, and great. Enjoyed it too. I met up with Ruin Hammer. You know, they run a Facebook show, the Ruin Hammer. They're great guys, great Warriors supporters. They do a great job. They do a live thing every week. You know, every week they do a live show and they get players on, former players, they get current players on. They're good guys. They're good guys. And Mark and Robert, the Ruin Hammer, they're known as the Ruin Hammer. They're good guys. They Warriors that live in Australia, and they, you know, they support their team. And Richard Morgan runs the Warrior Nation, Sydney Warriors, the Warrior Nation. There's a supporters group there in Sydney, in Australia. He ran the event. He was up to. So yeah, it was a great time. Really enjoyed it actually. So a bit of a shame for Warriors at the moment. They can't team New Zealand. You know, big shame there. You know, hopefully, you know, they can get back and play some games in New Zealand. So
it'll be good,
yeah,
especially
I mean, to answer your question. Yeah, definitely. You know, I hope they can get back to New Zealand soon. It'll be what the fans deserve to see their team live, and members, you know, members in New Zealand, the fans, the sponsors, they deserve to be back in New Zealand, their home fans and their families. Hopefully that's soon. But yeah, anyway, going off topic there, but to get back into that, you know, game, it says here, there's a question here. Where about do you guys think the Warriors will finish the season at? I think they'll be floating around the 8th place. Yeah, well, where do you think, you know, where do you think they'll finish from an honest point of view?
Yeah, look, if I'm being honest, the way we're going, hopefully we cling on 8th. Probably best scenario is probably 7th. That's me being optimistic. But if I'm, just hopefully, you know, I'm not going to try and be a cynic here. I'm going to try and, probably 7th place, I reckon, is where we end up.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping, I'm fingers crossed, hoping for a top 8 finish. Now, you know, I said in my review the other day that, you know, maybe it was a bit over the top. I said, you know, that early days, and you know, I'd say, you know, maybe a day, and I did say I don't think we'll make the 8 at the moment, but you know, long way to go. There's plenty of time, and we can still make it. We just got to string performances together. 80 minutes is the game of footy. You got to string a full 80 minutes together, not just have one good half of footy and then have a bad half of footy the next. You got to string both together, and that's a bit of an issue. And you know, defensively as well is a key area. You know, we need to fix in our game. So my thoughts are, you know, I hope we can make the top 8. I definitely hope we can. We can still potentially do it, but you know, it all depends on the next couple of games. You know, if we end up losing a couple in a row, it's going to start getting a bit hard. You know, we don't want to be leaving it to the end of the season to make a run, because that is a problem over the years.
We do
leaving it too late and relying on results to go our way. Yeah. Guys, I think you have sound issues. Yeah, I do apologise. It probably is my end. Do apologise, because it might be the internet. So I do apologise for that if there's a problem there. So anyway, back to the game now. How do you think the game's going to go? Like, how do you think this game's going to go on Friday?
Look, judging by what the Tigers are doing, they're definitely going to be backs orientated, right? I think there's going to be a lot of balls spun out wide. They've got some really good, effective strike weapons on the side, especially with Nofoaluma. You don't need to look no further than Daine Laurie. I think for me personally, there might be for them. I think they'll probably use their backs. I don't think their forwards are the strongest pack. We'll definitely face stronger, so I'm a bit confident there. I think we'll be able to muscle them there, meet them there. But I'm just unsure of how the backs will go, especially with Montoya coming in, who doesn't get much game time, and again that sort of this year again with Maumalo and his pace again. I think it'll be a backs game.
Yep.
With the Tigers anyway.
Yeah, I do agree on them. The Tigers, looking at their lineup, they probably have the wood over us in the outside backs. I mean, you got
Yeah,
Faluma, you got Dane Laurie, player, and Adam Dewey. He had a good game last week. I mean, there was a lot of doubt over people, saying, "Oh, why did Maguire move Dewey the halves and put him at centre?" I mean, they proved wrong. There, Michael Maguire pulled off a bit of a masterstroke there, coaching and saying
I'm worried,
with
worried about.
Dewey in the centre better game.
Yep, I'm worried about that strike, especially with Dewey, and that he looked very dangerous in the centres. I'm a bit worried about that one there.
Yeah, so it's going. I think it's going to be like a very, very interesting game. The West Tigers. I mean, look, I'm still not sure where where they're at. They can have these performances. They can be like a top 8 team, and next week they could be like a bottom half team. Yeah, I think both. Yeah, it's just the West Tigers and the both like that. They just can be a bit, can look like a finals team. Then the next week they can be in the bottom 8 team. So, I think. Well, you see with the West Tigers, they win one week and win next and lose the next week. So hopefully it's this week. Hopefully they lose this week. But yeah, I mean, the Warriors, the key players are key players. Who do you think is the key player for the Warriors? And yeah, who do you think is the key player for the West Tigers going into this game?
Yeah, look, for the Warriors, I guess we've heard it all before, right? Obviously, Captain Roger. Then we've got here the Harvest pairing. I'm going to, even though there may be some disagreements for it, but the Harvest pairing especially. And I guess Ben Murdoch Masila, he'll be the one judging how far we can move up forward, possibly him and Tohu Harris. And I guess Walsh, Reece Walsh will definitely play a huge factor in this game, I reckon, absolutely. And sort of for me, I guess for the Tigers, look, I'm going with probably Dewey, Mabye, and I guess for their forwards, I'm going to go probably Tamo and probably Luciano Leilua because he has really good hands for a second rower. He knows how to good ball skills. So, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna say for the Warriors, keep I'm gonna say. I'm always gonna say Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. Obviously, every week Roger's always a key player, so definitely Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. Obviously, he's got the experience. Ori, so there's a bit of experience here at the fullback spot for the Warriors, the Tigers, because Dane Laurie's probably inexperienced anyway. So no, Roger's probably got the head-to-head there on Dane Laurie. So yeah, I think Roger Sheck. Then you got to look at how our forward pack might do. I think Ben Murdoch Masila. I think Ben Murdoch Masila used to play for the West Tigers. I believe. I think he did. I'm not sure. I think
he did. Yep.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah,
he did.
I'm pretty sure he had played some games. So he would probably know a bit about the West Tigers. So I know the West Tigers. I know something about the West Tigers. So yeah, and you got to look at Tohu Harris as well. He's off against Joe Offengawi, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
And you're looking at the bench. I think both teams is quite strong. So yeah, those are the key matchups. I think for the West Tigers, obviously the key players are going to be the likes of Adui, Luke Brooks. I think Luke Brooks had a pretty decent game last week. Actually, I've been full of Luke Brooks. I mean, yeah, he hasn't been that player he was, when he came to see Luke Brooks, and before he had probably his best game in a while, Luke Brooks last week. So yeah, Luke Brooks for me, probably a key player. You got the likes of Dewey, Nofa Faluma is a dangerous player as well. He can find the try line, David Nofa Faluma, and so Luciano Leilua is a pretty decent player as well.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I think. But I reckon it's going to be a very closest game. I think it's going to be a closest game, very high scoring game. Now, Going to the head-to-head, I'm going to go through the head-to-head stats now and then. Both the Warriors and the West Tigers. The Warriors and the West Tigers played 31 times, and the West Tigers have won 16. The Warriors have won 10. So 1 win ahead in the head-to-head battle. There's been no draws. And the previous meetings, the Warriors won 26-20 last year on the 31st of July. And the last other couple of meetings, the 24th of March, 2019, the West Tigers won 34 points to 6. And the 5th of May, 2018, the Warriors won 26 points to 4. So that's the head-to-head. Now, it's quite. And the bet says sports bet says the Warriors are 152, the West Tigers 255. So interesting there. And of course, this game has been played in Stadium, so it's a home game for the Warriors. So now to get into our score predictions now, what is your score prediction for this game and your anytime try scorers?
Yeah, look, I reckon Warriors 30, West Tigers 18, and anytime try scorer it has to be Reece Walsh, surely, somewhere there. Yeah.
Yeah. Before I get into my score prediction, there's a bit of a comment here. The Samoan Metalhead says, I think the Warriors will start peaking during Origin series. A lot of teams will suffer due to injuries from Origin and normal games as well as suspension. That's where the Warriors shine. The Origin period could be quite interesting for the Warriors, Oh, you go.
Yeah, sorry. I was going to say, look, good point there. However, I just wish if it wasn't always the case. Wish if we were consistent from the get-go. But yeah, we do seem to get a few wins under the belt during Origin season. But in saying that as well, with the rules enforced times 1,000 now, we may possibly get some, I guess touch wood players suspended as well. So, but yeah, hopefully we can get some wins and sort of take some momentum during that period.
Yeah, I do hope so. But I always wanted to see us start season well, but that's still an issue. But yeah, hopefully we can during Origin we can pick up some wins. Another comment here just before I get into my score prediction quickly. This comment here from the viewer, Matt Mansfield. Sorry if I've said that wrong. So I hope we when Artis gets depressing and my missus is for the next couple of days. Yeah. Yeah.
Relatable.
There, that's a very close. One more comment I'll read through. Of all teams that played, I'm amazed we didn't get any cuts. Yeah. I saw a post there from League of Inches. Yeah. Think about that one. That was very fun.
Man, I don't want to go too deep there, but yeah,
I don't. I'm going to do a separate video talking about that. Those rules. I'm not happy about them, so that's all I'm going to say about them. I won't give it away, but I'm going to do a video. That one, you'll probably see that on this week. So just letting you guys know that I will be doing a video talking about the rules, giving my thoughts on the rules. And what can you say? It's just not happy about the way the rules have been going. Anyways, get on to my score prediction. And pick the Warriors here. I think the Warriors will win. Should be a tough game. I'm going to go with the Warriors 24 points to 16, actually. I think, I think both teams can relatively score a lot of points, but I think it'll be Warriors to win, and Warriors 20-16 over the West Tigers. And anytime try scorers, I'm going to go with Ben Murdoch-Basila, actually. I think, I backed him a couple of weeks now, and he's got up, so I'm going to back him again here, Ben Murdoch to get another try. And this might be a bit of a surprise, actually. Tohu Harris. And I'm going to go with Adam Pompey for anytime try scorers. So my prediction is win 24 points. Now, what is your prediction again?
Yeah, my prediction is Warriors win 30 points to 18.
Yeah. So that wraps up the review for. Oh, sorry, not the review. My bad. Preview. Get that right. Preview. It's the preview between the New Zealand Warriors and the West Tigers for round 11. Thanks again to Hold the Ball for coming on the live preview tonight. And go check out his channel. He's only just started, but go give him a subscribe. Go click the subscribe button and go subscribe to his channel. I put the link to his channel, so go check that out. Go click on the link and you'll find his channel there. And go click the subscribe button and go watch his content. Go give his videos a like and comment on his videos. Show him some support because he's just started off and he's doing some great work and he's a big, massive Warriors fan as well. So go give his videos a watch and go hit that subscribe on his channel. So yeah, any last thing you would like to say before we go?
No, again, just thanks for allowing me to do this and up the Warriors.
Yeah, well said. Yeah. Also, don't forget as well to hit the like button on this video as well. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget as well on this channel as well. Hit that subscribe button because the goal is to get to 600 subscribers. So I'm aiming to get to 600 by the end of this month. So if you're watching this video and you haven't, click that subscribe button. Make sure you're clicking that subscribe button then, as well as liking the video as well. So once again, for tuning in and watching this live preview between the New Zealand Warriors and the West Tigers round 11 game. And hopefully the boys can get up on Friday. Be a good game. Hopefully we can get up and get that result because it's a must-win game for us. And once again, thanks to Hold the Ball and I'll see you guys soon for another video. Thanks for watching.